shout. Don't just watch it, doggy song.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon to the listeners of the Street 919 FM. If you're on work still and you're heading home, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those of you who are in your cars and vehicles. If you're still on work, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to those of you locked on in the maxis and taxis and buses and PH cars. Of course, good afternoon to those of you at home already. Right? Good afternoon to those of you locked on the World Wide Web via Facebook and YouTube. Facebook on the Street 919 FM and YouTube on IWER TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Future of Talk, the #1 afternoon talk show in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm your host, Heavy Duty, and my co-host, TC, is not here. But I'm going to hold it down. Yes. And this afternoon, I have a very packed show because I have some guests coming in this afternoon to sit with me, and we are going to speak about Petrotrain. Yes, we're going to speak about our oil refinery that was shut down, right? We're going to speak about that. And of course, we're going to get some information, we get some insight because I have some guests here in the studio, right? So before I introduce my guests in the studio, I would like you all to go up online, go up on the live, right? Because there's a video that I want to play. I'm looking for it. I wonder if this is it here, boy. Let me see, let me see. There's a video that I want to play, and to deal with the situation that what we are talking about. I hope this is the video. I hope this is the video. Let me make sure. No, this is not the video. All right. I think this. No, not that either. Well, I'm going to find the video, right? Because I must play that video this afternoon. It's going to tie right into the topic we are speaking about. I think the video is somewhere wrong here. I think this is it here. I think this is the video here. Right. I hope it's still up. So people, just give me 1 second.
Doggy look a bone. Doggy look a bone. Doggy look a bone. After election, all the bone done. So come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy sock.
So I have in studio with me President of the Pointe-a-Pierre branch of the OWTU, and the secretary of that said branch is here with me, Mr. Christopher Jackman and Mr. Anthony Dobson. And this afternoon we are going to speak about our oil refinery, the future, the past, the present, everything. We're going to discuss that this afternoon, and we're going to discuss that until time allows, right? So people that wanted to go up on the live, share the live, share the live. Those of you locked on and listening, good afternoon to you. Let me make sure, okay, I get this video, okay, yes, the video is up, right? And I need to get this video open up first. Let's see. Okay, I wonder if my, okay, I now see it. Right, good. So let me see if I can open it up here. Click here on the, let me see, in the corner here. Okay, we'll pull it back. Was it right? So people go up on the live, share the live, right? We have a video to show, right? And I want you guys to take a listen to this. I need you guys to take a listen to this. Okay, this, I played this video a couple weeks ago, but I need you guys to take a listen to this. Alright, I'm not hearing it. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I had it up. For some reason, I'm not getting the volume to play upwards on the screen itself.
As at the year ended September 30th, 2018, the revenues for Petrotrin stood at...
there we go.
Unaudited figures show Petrotrin making an operating profit in its last year of operations. As we hear in this report in tonight's Business Watch, the company made more than $1.6 billion before taxes and financing costs. Karen Regis has more.
State-owned Petrotrin made an operating profit of $250.28 million US, or 1.697 billion TT during its last year in existence. This was revealed in unaudited figures that the company's successor, Trinidad Petroleum Holdings Limited, presented recently to investors. As at the year ended September 30th, 2018, the revenues for Petrotrin stood at 1.045 billion US, or 7.088 billion TT. The company's cost of sales stood at 195.45 million US, or 1.325 billion TT, while gross profit was 849.75 million US, or 5.762 billion TT. After the company's operating expenses of 600.47 million US, or 4.072 billion TT was deducted, the net operating profit stood at US 250.28 million, or TT 1.697 billion. The figures do not include taxes, depreciation, nor financing costs. The government has argued vehemently that it needed to close the integrated company and cease operations in the refinery because it was not viable. It sent home thousands of workers and has since offered a new bond to replace its existing debt.
So, this was recently on our news in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And it was pretty shocking to me because based on what I had based on the information that was given to us via media houses, by government MPs, the minister, former Minister of Energy, at that time the Prime Minister himself, our Finance Minister, they all said to us that Petrotrin was not making any money. And the Petrotrin was a burden on the treasury, a burden to the country, and the refinery need to be shut down because the government can no longer carry Petrotrin on its back. So, that being said, I want to welcome my guests and let me hear what take they have on this issue this afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon. Afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. First and foremost, I would like to thank the team for giving us this opportunity, because what has happened, and one of the problems we have in Trinidad and Tobago, is that the truth is very much stifled by a lot of the information coming from high up, especially from the government. So even though we say,
Go ahead.
yeah, so even though we tend to speak, you find the government will try to rubbish what we say by trying to put in people's mind that that is coming from a trade unionist. So you cannot take the word.
Right.
Now what we see happening is exactly what we would have warned Trinidad and Tobago is coming to pass. And with every passing days, we feel the effects of the closure more and more. So, with respect to that video that you just showed there, right, they would have sold to this country that Petrotrin was a loss-making entity.
Right.
Now, we would have been crying outright, saying that that is a lie, outright, Trinidad and Tobago. But what we decided to do in the long run is we decided to go straight to directly to the horse's mouth and get from them via freedom of information.
Right.
If you don't want to believe a trade unionist, you will believe your own institutions when they speak.
Right.
So when we made a request for the amount of profit made by Petrotrin since its inception, we're talking since 1994, out of the 25 years of existence of the company made a profit for 18 of the 25 years.
Wow. That's
Hear what
very
I'm
good.
saying? 18 of the 25 years. In fact, I will go as far as to say the first time that the company made a loss was in 2009. 2008, 2009.
Right.
Now, throw your mind back to who was in government back then.
Okay.
Right? And there was a very popular name that the union would be calling all the time all over the country, that the government really didn't want us to call his name, but we'll call his name now. His name is Malcolm Jones.
Malcolm Jones, yes.
And Malcolm Jones would have been one of the architects behind the GTL project at the time, as well as the GOP upgrade.
Wow. Now, for listenership's sake, for the people who don't understand what GTLs mean and the GOP upgrade, tell them what the acronyms mean.
No problem at all. The GTL acronym stands for the Gas to Liquids Plant.
Right.
That project is a project that was brainstormed by the then administration of the PNM Cross Malcolm Jones Petrotrin.
Right.
And it was not part of the refinery. It was a project that was done on a joint venture basis. Right? And the intention was that when the money was spent, that part of the revenue would come back to the refinery. The union would have advised against that investment.
Wow.
Because at the time, they utilized excess surplus funds that the refinery would have been making at the time to go out to qualify for loans to pay for this investment. Right?
Now, who came up with the idea of the gas to liquid plant idea?
That would have been the Petrotrin management at the time,
Which was
led by
Malcolm Jones.
Malcolm Jones.
See,
Correct.
so he was like the CEO of Petrotrin.
Correct. He would have been the chairman at the time.
Chairman, right. And he was appointed by the government.
Correct, that's right.
And the government had the majority of shares in the company.
Correct. Again, a PNM
Right.
government. Yeah.
PNM government. So they appoint Malcolm Jones as the chair of Petrotrin, right? And give him veto power to like manage it how he see fit.
Correct.
And he decided to go and start this new gas to liquid plant, using Petrotrin and its assets to fund this gas and liquid plant. Am I correct?
That is very correct.
All right. What happened? What went wrong?
So before we go to
what went wrong, what
GOP.
Right.
I was not coming to that. So before we go into all of that, I just want citizens to understand. Petrotrin was such a profitable entity that the government, and we're talking not just the PNM government, governments of the time allowed Petrotrin the freedom to manage its funds.
Right.
That was the level of trust that we had in terms of the company being a revenue generator.
Correct.
Right? So at the time, even though you find now, any decision taken by Heritage and TPHL has to be vetoed and agreed to by the state, back then, Petrotrin as an entity had the freedom to do the investments, to engage the bankers, to do what they have to do to continue the operations.
Okay.
That was the level of profitability and success of that company.
So the chairman of Petrotrin didn't have to also go every Monday morning to the Minister of Energy or to the Prime Minister to answer no question and to make no decision.
That is correct.
Go ahead.
That is correct.
Continue.
So, the gasoline optimization project, the GOP, was a project that was required to improve the output quality of products that the refinery produced.
Right.
So it involved the upgrade and the construction of new plants, and that project was a necessary investment for the survival of the company.
Right. So they had us upgrade the
Upgrade
21st
various
century
plants.
things, right?
Correct.
New and fresh things and making sure everything running proper.
Correct is right.
So they made an investment to let me say, refurbish or renovate the plant.
Construct new plants and renovate the FCC and other plants as well.
Good.
Yeah.
Was that a good move?
It was a necessary move. It wasn't without its challenges, but as a trade union, we had no issue with the GOP upgrade because we saw it as necessary.
Good.
The GTL project was not a necessity. The GTL project was a project that was being followed by Malcolm Jones and his band because they believed that we could go down the road and it would benefit. But I want you to understand the cost that would have been placed on Petrotrin, the debt burden that would have been placed because of those two mega projects being undertaken at around the same time, is what would have led to the demise of the institution.
So, they did both upgrading and the GTL at the same time?
The loans were taken for the two investments at the same time.
My God.
Right? So now you would have had a profit-making entity being pushed to the limit to just meet its yearly debt obligations. And throw your mind back in 2010 when the government would have changed. Oil price would have skyrocketed. And for those 4 years of high oil prices, the company would have made a profit.
Right.
But from the time you found oil prices dropping, the debt burden that was placed would have now become evident, and you would have now seen the company struggle to pull profits.
What was the, it keeps saying debt burden, right? Give us an idea in figures. What did Malcolm Jones, the kind of debt Malcolm Jones put Petrotrin in?
No problem at all. There were two massive US dollar loans. One $850 million US dollars.
My God.
The
Wait,
second-
hold on. In case others opening a left fridge door, tell them again how much money they borrow for the gas and liquid plant. 800 and how much?
$850 million
US dollars.
Plus a second loan of $750 million US dollars within the space of 2 years, 2008 and 2009. I want you to understand what that is.
800 million US dollars?
Plus
700 million US dollars?
correct, within the space of 2 years. Right now,
My God.
now, just before those two loans were taken out, just before, the company declared a profit of 2.4 billion TT dollars. In 2009, we started to go in the red, and we declared 900 million first year, 200 million loss second year, and then the oil price rose again, and we started to see profits again.
Right.
Right? So it was immediately at that point in time where the financials of the company was started to struggle. That was the decision that led to the demise.
Okay. So, why did the money that they get from the loan, okay, they get a loan, right? What was the projection that, or what idea that they had that this gas and liquid plant would have bring in profits to pay back this loan?
Right. So the GTL was a very experimental project. It's a project that I don't believe there's a successful running plant in this half of the globe.
And this
right?
this half of the globe here, because
Yes.
the only one running good right now is in Qatar. Go ahead.
Correct. So what they tried to do was to take used parts from plants all over, import it, and assemble it based on a philosophy that was patented. Right? The plant never ran. They tried to finish it. It was never completed. They complained that the refinery had issues where vent gas from the sulfur plant would have interrupted the construction process. So there was a lot of times where people had to leave the facility. But eventually, that whole project was scrapped. So imagine that after this big loan has been taken out to build this plant, the project was abandoned. It was then sold to a company called Nikwan.
Don't reach here yet, because Nikwan coming up with this government coming here, right? I want to stay with the gas liquid and Malcolm Jones. I don't want to get the people confused, because we have a lot of people listening, but they're not too familiar with all these terms. And remember, we weren't educated in oil for spite.
Yes.
Right? It didn't have no oil in our syllabus going to school. To learn oil and gas, you had to finish school and then go in UE and then go to special engineering school to learn about oil and gas. Where I think in an oil and gas economy, they're supposed to start oil from the first time you're reaching Form 1 in secondary school. Right? So to get the population, the layman, who listening, with regards to the loan, the 800 plus million plus the 700 plus million US, let me put in that US, or let's check that 6.5 to 1.
Correct.
Right? The gas and liquid plant failed and it was scrapped.
It was shut down. Yes.
Right? So, because that is scrapped and was shut down, I want to find out something. Was other companies besides Petrotrin put up as collateral or lease to help pay back that loan? For one, the pitch lake.
Not that I'm aware of, no. That loan, the burden for that loan lies squarely on
Petrotrin and its assets.
Yeah, and Petrotrin alone. Now, keep in mind, the GTL project was a joint venture project. So you had two partners, Petrotrin and another entity. That entity was allowed to leave, and that full responsibility was placed on Petrotrin.
So wait, now the next entity that was in the joint venture for that project was allowed to leave scot-free.
As far as we know, scotch-free.
Who is that entity? The public need to know. Is it a political entity? Is it other country? Is it another company? Is it Malcolm Jones bring about your own company and decided, all right, you go join up?
It was an entity by the name of World GTL. They would have had the patent for the process. Right?
Okay.
And they would have blamed Petrotrin for not being able to complete the project. And as a result, they would have seen us as defaulting on our agreement and then abandon the project. So we would have now been left to foot the bill to finish the project, and we were unable to do so.
It would have cost us more money.
Not only that, we didn't hold the patent for the plant.
Oh, so them had the patent to the plant.
With the person leaving.
And the person who leave with the patent, then we can't blame no plant.
Correct. And as a result, the project on the whole was scrapped.
And we 800 million jump up.
And we still have to pay the bill.
So all the money was utilized? Or people run away with the money? We need to know, because I talking here with people need to want to find out, well, 800 million, we start the project, okay, it's finished, we must have a little change to go back in the kitty.
Well, the way those loans would have been executed is that the funds would have been utilized, and as far as I am aware, all the funds would have been exhausted because we have to pay back the full 850 and the full 750.
My God.
That is where we currently are. So, yes, I would say all the funds would have been utilized. Now, the GOP project, I want to jump to that one, right?
One time, yeah.
So, the GOP project was completed to an extent where we would have seen the ISOM CCR plant constructed and the FCCU plant upgrade completed. We had one other project, which was the ULSD plant, that was never really completed.
Right.
Right? But we went along with what we had. And the point I want to raise is that even though the company was put in that financial position up till the point of closure, we never defaulted on the payments for those loans.
You serious?
A way to understand that at no point in time did we have to rely on the state to foot our bill. Would we have been unable to pay our international creditors, right? At no point in time. But they never acknowledged that.
So Petrochem was paying back the bill all the time?
Every year, up until the closure.
Up until the closure?
Correct.
The debt service for those loans would have been $1 billion US per year, and they were servicing that.
You hear what I'm saying there? $1 billion US a year. Multiply that by 6.5 Trinidad and Tobago, and you will see where your profits was going.
For the average man, as I say, I want to bring it back to the average man that was listening. Let me break it back down to layman terms. So Petrochem was paying back its loans for the 800 million plus the 850 plus 750 million. We were paying back $1 billion US a year.
Yes. Yes.
So, and how many years that was paid for?
That would have been from 2010 to 2018, so that would have been 8 years. And to add to that, we made a profit in 3 of those years, on top of paying back those loans.
My God.
Right?
We still owing on them loans?
Right. That is
because
I
whole billion paying every year, a billion. So I mean to say it's only 800 million we borrow. So how come we reaching a billion for 8 years? So when I do the maths, and me I'll go over, I'll paying too much.
That's the interest rate was very high on the loan.
Oh,
yes.
My God.
It was negotiated.
They borrow from a lender?
Correct.
Oh, God. Jesus, God. Wait. Godfather, who puts our hand in this country? No.
We now start.
No. Listen, wait. Mash breaks. I got to recommend today, no. Because we are getting information here that the public don't know about. And I hope they listen to what we are hearing here this evening. Right? You're telling me that we pay $1 billion a year for how much years?
8 years. For
8 years, right? $8 billion US that we paid back already for an $800 million loan. Plus. 850 and $750 million. We're roughly around approximately about $1 billion something in US was owing.
Yeah, remaining on one. We were close to paying.
The two loans come up to how much? Not almost $1 billion plus US?
Yeah.
I will pay back $8 billion. How much interest rates? How much interest rates are to pay? How much we are? They go kill we?
Yeah, they will. How it was? One of the loans had to be paid back in installments, and the other one had to be paid in a one-time lump sum payment. So they negotiated 2 different payment arrangements for the 2 loans.
Oh God.
Yeah. So the $850 million US payment was what you call a bullet payment, and that is required to be paid at a point in time, the full balance.
And they missed the date?
That date was coming. It was coming up right after the closure of the company in 2018. And
to be exact, August 19, 2019.
Correct.
August 14, sorry. 2019.
What was it paid?
Right. That is the $1 million question. So here what happened. They hired a CFO in the last 3 years of the company. And he would have made arrangements to refinance that loan. Right?
Right.
That would have been sometime in 2017. When he was about to refinance, the refinance would have covered the bullet payment. They would have paid off that and spread the loan over a period
of time so he could get more time to pay.
Correct.
Right.
He was instructed by the Minister of Finance
to
cease and desist.
Look who instructed him.
Cease and desist. So immediately after that, he had to pull back. Now that plan would have spread the burden, and Petrochem would have continued paying its debt obligations until it would have eventually been paid off. Right? Again, keep in mind why we were put in this. So he was forced to leave the company after he was told to cease and desist.
So they fired him? Oh God, they said they fired him now.
He left. You
didn't say forced.
He was unable to do his work.
Correct. Fire him. They fire him. Go ahead.
And as a result of that, the company was now forced to face this upcoming bullet payment. And that is where the government started on the campaign against Petrotrin, going across the country stating that this company...
So then they create the problem. The government create the problem, and the solution to the problem is close on the refinery.
Correct. Because guess what happened? Immediately after the company closed, they refinanced the debt.
So as they shut down Petrotrin,
Yeah.
they went and refinanced the bullet payment for the company.
Correct.
Right? And then they bring in heritage and all this kind of thing.
Correct.
That was a strategic, undermine, mafia move. It's con, it's everything. That's to tell you this government is the worst thing. And I'm not ashamed to say, no, the wicked.
It is.
Now, what I want to find out,
Yeah.
and I know this is a burning question in a lot of people's minds, right? What do you think is the real reason why the government was coming after Petrotrin like that? Because they realize they fired the CFO. I say in fire, you can say you leave, but if you're a man guy working here, then you let them do you work and they oversee then every move he make. You understand? And they're trying to shut him down. Come like a jamming me in a corner. You don't want to tell me fired, but eventually you're forcing them to leave. That's a fire, technically.
Yeah.
Right? Good. Right? And on top of that now, the same plan that the man had, you tell him don't do it. Right? Make sure you leave, shut down refinery, and then do it.
Yeah.
So that means it was really after the people and the refinery and the OWTU and everything that's wrong and surrounded that refinery. They wanted to get rid of earlier.
There are many theories.
No,
Right.
what I want to find out is the reason why you think that is.
Right.
Is it really because of the fake oil?
I really can't say, you know. I don't believe so. This is my opinion we're talking about here.
Your
right?
opinion,
Right.
your expert opinion, because you in the oil in the long years.
Yeah.
So
I wanna let Trinidad and Tobago know as well too. We of the OWTU, we acknowledge that Petrotrin had issues, and in 2017 we started working with the company to try to find a solution to this debt problem that we were now saddled with. So we signed an agreement with the management. We signed an MOU.
Right.
Piece of
I'm a
paper
memorandum of
signed off,
understanding, right?
Agreeing that we will restructure the company and we will work towards repayment of the debt. And that same video that you played there showed the output of that work that we were working together to pull the company back to make a profit. So why, when we were on the trajectory to save the place, would you now come and just make a rash decision to shut down the refinery? They would have pulled us in our presentation and showed us 3 slides to justify the shutdown of the refinery. Absolutely no detailed reasoning. And that move that they made there affected the soul of South Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think people understand the level of damage that would have done. The reason why they would have done that, some say fake oil. Some say they wanted to get rid of the union from the entity to restructure. And I would want to believe that is exactly what they were trying to do. Because ever since then, they have engaged on a strong campaign against the OWTU. They have, in my opinion, they have been trying to kill this great union as something that they could never do, right? But if it is things continue the way and what one of the things that they have successfully done in Trinidad is convince the country that it was the right thing to do to shut Petrotrin down.
Yeah.
And I have to do my part to make sure I put that truth out there to correct that. So even though we're not too sure if the reason is fake oil or whether the reason is they wanted to get the union out, it is my obligation to get the truth out. Right? That is why I am here today.
Petrotrin didn't need it to shut down.
No, it didn't.
So we'll take a pen right there. We're going to go for a break. I'm going to come back. When we come back, I have this video here to play, right? And after that, we're gonna come back to you. We're gonna take some calls, get the public in and get the public to weigh in on the topic we are speaking about today, right? So keep it locked right here, people. Keep it locked right here. The information is coming here to you. The truth is coming here to you this afternoon, right here on the Future of Talk on the Street 919 FM. The real reason why they shut down Petrotrin and why.
And so do we.
Allegations.
Let's go
so keep it locked
on the Street 919 FM. Bougie.
2024. The premier soca concert experience will be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Bretta,
when you're coming back, Sanja, when you're coming to Chugandi Junction,
Oscar B, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
hands up, let me see your finger,
Anomaly, the Waterlord, IWER George, 2024 Road March champion Mikkel Teja,
I feel like I'm running tongue again, jump and shake the drum again.
Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cache stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, Buco, Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle, Chill Out Bar, Bon Accord, and on Island e-tickets, or call 620-3057. Bougie 2024.
Spite Promotion presents For Spite Reborn. Old school meets new school. Cooler edition. Night before the holiday. On board the Harbor Master. Wednesday, October 30th. Boarding 7 p.m. Sailing promptly at 8. Free jello shots on entry. And prizes for the biggest crew. Look out for Lady Lava. Lady Lava. For tickets, call Ashton 328-3570. Kita 377-2469. Ruben 380-3237. Or Roxanne at 370-8638. Tickets sold at Corio's Salon, downstairs Express House, Independence Square, Port of Spain. Tickets are $300 or on the day you will pay more. DJs Heavy Duty and TC and the massive Dr. High. For Spite Reborn. Old school meets new school. Cooler edition. Wednesday, October 30th on board the Harbor Master. Lady Lava live.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all.
Courts, make home yours.
Under the auspices of the Mayor of Port of Spain, His Worship Chinua Aline, we present Baron's Infinity Concert, Sunday, November 3rd at the Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queen's Hall. This show features Sugar Aloes, Gypsy, Tigress, Sherwayne Winchester, Calypso Princess, Dwayne O'Connor, Tizaya O'Connor, Chuck Gordon, Elon Francis, Sheldon Reed, Rome, Zachary Ransom, Aaron Duncan, Ainsley King, Rondell Donowa, Lady Adana, The All Stars Band, Los Alumnos de San Juan, Massey Trinidad All-Stars, and of course, the Baron.
I want that Spanish woman to marry me.
Baron.
Call me this sweet soul. I want somebody to love.
And also Calypso legend, King Shortshirt from Antigua. All singers on the night will each perform a selection from the Baron. Your MCs, Damian Melville and Sonny Bling. Limited advance tickets only $300. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office, the Trini Shop, Trin City Mall, Excellent City Center, QueensHallTT.com, and C3 Center in San Fernando. Also, you can get your tickets from Sherma at 755-2915, Delinda 723-4011. Infinity, the concert.
Tobago, Instacart Bulgaria, Shots International present Shot 6. The brunch and after party on Saturday, the 26th of October. From 6 a.m. till all goes down at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub. Early bird tickets are $150, VIP $250. Includes vodka, White-O, Punch-In, and all chasers limited. Music by John Boy and Ken Simmons, Kevin and Smokey, Fire Travis, and Mixmaster Mark, Mighty Crush, DJ Kiki, and DJ Spree and Selector Camel. Look out for top soca artists. Tickets available at Jade Monkey, Bayside Bar, Well Seasoned Kitchen, God's Car Wash Point Forte, and online at Island e-Ticket. It's brunch, it's Juve, it's good vibe, it's sunrise, it's Shot 6. Saturday, the 26th of October.
Trap Empire Limited, in collaboration with Vibes Event Space, formerly known as The Shade, presents the launch of Hip and Hoppin' R&B Sundays on Carnival Weekend, Sunday 27 October, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Come out and enjoy performances from premier Tobago R&B and hip-hop artists, also featuring a freestyle battle competition, spoken word, and magic and mentalism performances. Get your tickets online on Island E-Tickets or pay $80 at the door. Hippity hop on down to Hip and Hoppin' R&B Sundays, 27 October at formerly known as The Shade. See you there. See you there.
You know, anybody ever jam to steam all night? Well, Vibes Event Space presents Straight Steam. What are you doing? On Tobago's Carnival Friday, the 25th of October, featuring the royalties of Zest, Queen of Zest, Nelly Couture,
Me man give me back so I kick him in the face like
Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
my man, you stop the shot.
and King of Steam, Young
I wanna do what you wanna do, and you wanna do what I wanna do.
Music by an all-star DJ cast. General admission tickets are $100, VIP $150, and your Stevie Cabanas are $1,500 for 10 person. Tickets available at Cash's Tobago and Island E-Tickets. Doors open at 11 p.m. and we party till Juve. For further information, contact 394-3612. Straight Steam on Tobago's Carnival Friday, the 25th of October.
These girls tell me she's feeling it.
IWER and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300, breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't beat girl, but we beat from bad. We beat from bad.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM.
You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour all-night prayer every Friday evening, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this ministry deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated and can be sent through the First Citizens Bank, account 795-222, in the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For more information, please call 753-1113. May God richly bless you.
The light of your glory.
The steam is coming. Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising. Get ready, Steamy Friday every Friday at Vibes, the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ cast.
You're ready?
An unbeatable drink special. Want to level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana special and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday, where the party never cools down.
Big
Steam on a Friday, only at Vibes, the event space.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
When I come back, I go pay my bill.
Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Okay, so we are back, and I want to start our show with this video, right? Take a listen to this.
See, brothers and sisters, the truth will come out, it coming out peace, 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 but the con job was so well done that they have convinced that they played on the fears and the emotions of many of us in the public. They played on those who don't like Roger, who don't like the union movement, and so they played well. But the fact remains, brothers and sisters, Petrotrin had a 850,000 million US by a 350,000 million US debt that was caused by Malcolm Jones because of WGTL. That's the facts. The fact remains, brothers and sisters, that up to 2018, the end of the fiscal year, Petrotrin declared a profit, an after-tax profit of 1.16 billion Trinidad and Tobago dollars. That's a fact, brothers and sisters. The fact remains as well, brothers and sisters, that at no point in time did Petrotrin default on their loan. Brothers and sisters, the refinery, as we know it, was built in 1917. And at that time, the refinery was refining some 380-something barrels of oil. That went down. And at that time, we were importing crude. Brothers and sisters, listen to me. Do your research. You go and research for yourself. Don't take my words. It have Google. Although I don't trust Google, but it have Google. Google does have information. Go on Google and you see for yourself. We were always importing oil. A matter of fact, Malcolm Jones himself, God rest his soul, he told Prime Minister Manning, then God rest his soul as well, back in between 2006 and 2008, that you didn't need to produce oil in the fields. They shut down 8 platforms in Southwest Soldado in 2007 in the main field. And those were some of the main producing platforms. They shut it down. And the reason is, under the guise of integrity issues, as one. But the main reason is that they said they don't need to buy oil anymore. To produce local oil, we'll buy oil. And that is why, when you create a story, you must remember all of the points of the story you created, because sometimes you just forget what you're saying. So on one hand, you shut down the refinery because we had to buy oil. On the next hand, you say it was the debt. On the next hand, you say it's because the labor costs, a carpenter was getting $60,000. Make up your mind. What is the real reason you shut down the refinery and send home Petrotrin workers, brothers and sisters? What is the reason? Now, I'm not here for that, not tonight. But I wish to say, brothers and sisters, and I make a statement to the leader of the opposition here, ma'am, I'm asking you, upon your success at the general elections 2025, please reopen the refinery immediately.
All right, so we are back, and we are back with our guests in the studio, right? So I promise that when we come back, I'm going to talk about impact, right? So give us the numbers, give us the impact of the closing down refinery. What happened to our country? What are we the words I'm looking for here? What are the repercussions that are we facing right now because of the closure, the government closing down the refinery?
All right. Well, I'll give some of the known items, the popular ones. So, for example, we had situations now where we have to import bitumen. Bitumen is a product that we use as binder when we making roads.
Right.
Right. We now have to import that.
Right.
Right?
When we were producing
it locally for next to nothing.
Right.
Fishermen made a big call as well too. they were reliant on what you call regular gas, which is a low-octane fuel, right? We used to produce that here. They don't import that. So now fishermen have no choice but to buy super at a higher price, causing inflation in the food market.
Food market, right.
Then to add to that now, we now have to import all the products that we want to use internally in Trinidad, as well as what we obligated to supply up the islands through Paria, right? So where we used to produce those things locally, now we have to spend foreign exchange. We have to spend precious foreign exchange to import products. We will regain some foreign exchange for the ones we sell, but all that we use in the local market is converted to TT, because you and me buying gas in TT dollars, not US.
Right.
So that is a loss of forex to Trinidad and Tobago every time we import products for the local market.
Wow.
Right? You want to give the figures?
To date, since the refinery has been shut down from December 2018 to June 2024, Paria would have spent close to $7.6 billion US in the importation of refined products. So last year...
Wait. Paria spent $7.6 billion
US dollars.
But tell Paria they pay off the loan. And the petrol chain open. But when I use a billion something with the road again, we have to pay off the loan. And the petrol chain open, we continue to make money.
Correct is right.
Continue.
So with respect to that, right now, the last report the central bank would have given last year, October, they would have indicated Paria is the second single highest user of foreign exchange in Trinidad and Tobago.
My God.
Because every time Paria sell the fuel locally, they know how to take that $TT and go to the central bank of Trinidad and Tobago, get the US to buy for the next shipment the next month.
So wait now, the gas that we put in our vehicles here in Trinidad and Tobago, we importing it and we buying it. So we kill the cow to buy milk.
That's exactly what happened.
We kill a whole cow that we were giving people milk, selling with milk and getting money. We kill the cow to go and buy milk.
Correct.
What is noteworthy of that also, in 2022, when the Ukraine-Russia war broke out, because we become now an importer of refined products, the price went up. So therefore we had to buy it, because otherwise the country got shut down transportation-wise. For that fiscal year, we spent close to $2 billion US in importation of fuel.
Okay. For the country's knowledge, right? That bill, before Petrochem closed down, whilst Petrochem was still running, did we have a bill like that? Because one will say, well, when Petrochem was there, we still was buying gas. Is that true?
Yes. We still had to be buying oil. We buy oil, import oil. We mix some of that oil with oil we produce locally.
Right.
But then we get a markup on every barrel of product that we sell. Right. So we generate. The refinery was one of the greatest generators of foreign exchange. Right. So yes, while we imported crude, we were producing our own products: gasoline, diesel, kerosene, everything.
Even oil for car oil and what them can.
And selling it at a profit. So we were generating. So we have now moved from a position of being able to produce our own product to now having to import our products. And what that does is, in the event where he gave the example of war, turmoil in the globe, we no longer have our independence there. And we now are fully dependent and fully affected by the fluctuations of the prices in the market.
My God.
Right? We have now opened ourselves up to that.
You know, say there are a lot of citizens didn't know, right? I want to thank her for coming and giving us that information, because I didn't know that either.
Because of the geopolitical, what is taking place right now, we become at the mercy of these things, because we now have to import.
So we're no longer protected.
No, that's
by whatever going on in the world.
That fuel security.
So if that war between Iran and Israel break out right now, and a whole sort of bacchanal take place,
no fuel security.
We can end up like Haiti.
Well, I just want to say a couple things. We have Heritage. Heritage is selling crude, right? But there's a small quantity of crude that they sell. So Heritage is still generating US dollars.
Right.
But Paria is a very, very large consumer. So what is happening is that now, when you compare the two, we are now suffering in terms, it's a net increase in loss as compared to the Petrotrin situation.
Wow.
Right? I don't want to mislead the country. I'm saying that Heritage is still selling crude.
Right,
so
but the money they make is not enough, because Paria want more money to buy gas.
That is correct.
So it come like you're making here,
and you're losing it.
And you're losing it somewhere else, and you still had to fit that bill for what you're losing too.
And on top of that, you still had to pay back the loan that they refinanced at a higher interest rate.
So what paying back that loan if the refinery closed down?
Well, now Heritage has to pay it.
Continue. Give us some more impact.
Also, with respect to the US, you see a foreign exchange drain on the respect to Trinidad and Tobago. So you continue to see that month after month.
Right.
And every month you find Parial will be used up that foreign exchange.
And that is why people can't get foreign exchange to go away, and small business and them cannot, the ordinary man can get dealers for US are bringing dealers stuff to sell in the stores and things. This is what the problem.
Yeah.
So why the government not saying that?
Well, they can't, because that will be admission of a mistake that they made. So what they try to do now is to try to push, to try to restart the refinery, but they've tried 3 times so far, and it's failed. This is the 3rd time, and I'm pretty sure it's going to fail again.
And while on this 3rd time, they would have hired a independent financial advisor to TPHL, which is Kosha Capital, paying them. They would have hired them from February 2024. Paying them $55,000 US every month, because they are the advisors to TPHL. At the end, every month goes by, they will be paying $55,000 US to TPHL, to Scotia Capital.
And this was just financial advisors.
Yeah, all they're doing is reviewing bid. They ain't even saying who win. They're just looking at it and saying, yeah, this one win.
So let me come to that. Because I want to tell you, I'm vexed to tell you, you know, OWTU, I'm vexed to tell you. Because after the close on refinery in 2018, 2020 election, right? All they go on supporting, you understand? I know they give all their bone, they get their bone to chase, they get their carrot and a stick. I know the bamboozle all because they promise all they're going to give all the refinery, or they can come up with the money to buy it, and they promise all they, you know? So all they kind of feel, well, all right, if we put back the PNM, then we will get the refinery to buy. Right? Just dangle that carrot and that stick, just dangle that in front of you. Because I was for the life of me, for crying out loud, the government closed down and put all the people on the bread line. And all those people in South, in San Fernando, in Pointe-à-Pierre, all of them went and vote back PNM. I saying that loud here for my people and them to hear my radio, and I was upset and heard that PNM went back to his constituencies down there where they're suffering right now.
Not Pointe-à-Pierre.
Not Pointe-à-Pierre.
Yeah, Pointe-à-Pierre.
Pointe-à-Pierre didn't go there. But down the south. The Southland. Right? Tell me about that. Tell me about this.
Let me slow roll there. I understand you was upset. I understand you was upset.
Yes, see my emotion
but you had to understand that as a trade union, we represented our members. Right. And at the time, when the refinery was just about to close, the Prime Minister at the time, Rowley, would have come out and make a statement saying that he want to offer patriotic the OWTU, the refinery on favorable terms, most favorable terms.
Right.
That was, I believe it was Republic Day or Independence Day, Republic Day. And the original response was, we not on that. We don't want the company to shut down.
Right.
But we realized that they were adamant on closing the company and there was nothing that we could do. We went to the court to block it. We tried injunction, all kind of thing, everything failed.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we took up the offer. And the employees to this day, some of them still can't get work because the job that was done was so great. Yeah. You have employers who don't want nothing to do with Petrotrin people.
Wow.
Right? So the PG felt the pressure to do whatever he can do to get a refinery going.
Right.
To this day, we still, every time an opportunity comes, we still try. So in 2020, the PNM would have come forward with this offer to give us the refinery. And then after the election, immediately after the election, they would have said that because of a lien on the asset, and the lien is basically the same loan that was connected to the asset, to the refinery, we could no longer go through with that deal unless we clear the loan. And that loan, as you're well aware, is a massive amount of money. Right? So that whole process ended up crashing. Immediately after that crash now, they transferred the mortgage to Heritage. So it was no longer on the refinery. Right? Immediately after the process crashed. And it was at that point I realized that this thing, they have no intention of giving that to us.
Correct.
Yeah.
where we reach now, because I want to take some calls and all other people want to get in on this. Where are we now with the Petrotrin refinery? What is going on? What is the, because I'm going to play a video, you know. Where are we now?
At present, we would have tried again, as in Patriotic, the third time to acquire the asset. And we would have seen that the energy minister would have come brandishing some document in Parliament under parliamentary privilege, claiming that this document is the I shouldn't say claiming, implying that this document is the reason why we were not successful. Right? I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago here again that document was not submitted with our final bid. If the energy minister comes out to say and tells Trinidad and Tobago that is the reason why we were not considered, then we could immediately take action against him. He will not go as far as to say that. So he stood in Parliament saying that we submitted a false document, properly well knowing that document was submitted in error and rescinded. Right? That is common knowledge. TPHL is also aware of that. The PG would have come out and said that. So he's playing
politics with Ali right now?
What he is doing is trying again to continue the attack against the union, because we are speaking out against him on a daily basis. That statement he made was immediately after PG would have said that the refinery is now the most expensive political football. And he referenced that in his statement in Parliament. So it was done out of malice for the union. No other reason why, as well as to poison the minds of the public to believe that we are dealing in fraud and fraudulent behavior, when that is not the case.
What do you think about the government trying to get international people to buy the refinery?
I honestly think that I have no confidence in their ability to sell that asset. Just as the way Nike-1 would have fallen by the wayside, just by the way the last two bids would have fallen by the wayside, I strongly believe that this will fall by the wayside. I believe this process is just a process that is being done so that for the election that is coming, they could get over the Petrotrin error that they made by telling the country that they are trying to restart the asset. That is my opinion. And immediately after the election, this entire thing could fall by the wayside. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope that the refinery starts and brings jobs for people that are badly in need, but I have lost confidence in them on the refinery, in crime, in managing cost of living in this country, in terms of accountability to the people. They are failing right or wrong, and I have no confidence.
All right, so we're going to the phone lines. The numbers are called 342-008-1466-5391. I know you guys have been waiting patiently to call the phones. So without further ado, I'm going to the phone lines and let's hear what you say. Now, let me tell you something. You better come and call and talk out that topic we talking here. I cut it only off one time, man. We're talking refinery. Caller, good afternoon.
To you, Brother Heavy.
Good afternoon to you.
Mr. Tabakit here.
Mr. Tabakit.
Yes, Mr. Tabakit.
Yes. And to the two comrades there from OWTU. You with me?
Yeah, they're here.
Yes. Hearing you loud and clear.
Right. So I have a pertinent question to ask. If the Honorable Prime Minister and the Minister of Energy Security call you all, give you all the refinery, will we now see where the union will be not boisterous, will not speak out again? Because this is $1 billion question. In the life of politics and games in Trinidad, over and over I'm seeing this thing playing out itself. So let me repeat the $1 billion question to the two comrades there from OWTU.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister calls in Ansel Roger and its executive, and they say, okay, they sign on the dotted line, they give you all Petrotrin. Can we now see where the union will now be silent and not speak out again on national issue? I rest my case. Let me get it off air.
That's a very good question, Mr.
Thank you, Tabakit. Thank you.
Right. So I could answer that very simply. During the bidding process, we were speaking out about crime. During the bidding process, we were speaking out about corruption. Right. So even if we knew that there could be consequences to that, but we still did it. Right, so the answer to your question is, even after they give us the asset, whether they choose to do so or not, we will continue to speak out where we see reason to speak out.
All right, thank you. Caller, you're live.
Hello, good afternoon, TC and your comrades here.
Yes, good afternoon.
I too am not, we as TC, as in TC, heavy set, are not oil educated and things. I have a big problem from the time I heard a rumbling in the early. Why didn't you, how could you buy something that is yours, number one? Because the oil refinery belongs to us, right? And the oil refinery is our own.
Yeah, it's an asset of the people. Yes, go ahead.
Well, right. So our own and your own. You're going to buy something that is yours. And even if you are, why all that you are sitting down so comfortable and speaking now from the first instant and say you have to close and no, and everybody stand up there, they don't go home, they don't take, and they protest from that day. I'm not talking about any time after. Oh, who do this and who that. I am not going, it's my thing, all they are selling. Period. And then not only that, I mean, they close it down and now going to sell it. Even the selling, why you the OW or whatever T you come in like a beggar? I don't know if I'm uneducated that I can't understand. Me going and beg for nothing that is mine.
All right, caller, thank you very much. Caller, will answer off here.
You know, right.
Right?
So if you could answer that, thank you.
Yeah, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. You see, the refinery is a state enterprise. It belongs to the state. All right. So when Petrotrin was in operation and they decided to close it, we didn't make a stance. We went to the courts to stop the shutdown. We marched into Port of Spain.
I remember that march.
We called for a day of rest and reflection for Trinidad and Tobago. We tried our best to stop the hand of the government, but they were adamant that they wanted to do that.
All right.
In fact, on the very last day, we stayed there till all hours of the night until we were put out of the compound.
All right. Thank you very much. Caller, if you are callers on the line. Caller.
Blessed evening, happy.
Yes, blessed.
Before I make my contribution, I want to tell you, man, I support you. This is not a way of attacking you, but I need to say something. Heavy, I totally agree with you when you told the man that we vexed the Progress Party on we in 2020.
Yeah. In 2020,
and every day I call and tell you the fourth estate failed us. Have you look at this kind of information this man bringing out here today?
Yeah.
And we know, I don't know, 50% of it.
Correct.
So, gentlemen, let me tell you something. You owe the country, you know. All you owe, you know. Or they need to go and get this thing out there, boy, because we can't lie down and take this way.
I hear that.
Half of the stories the government can we believe them against all you.
Yeah. They did a good job of putting the country against
us. And no one to come and tell the truth outside parliament privileges. But they can do this a long time. And I was telling him we had a boycott the media.
Correct. I agree with you. Because we need to boycott conventional media because they're pushing a different narrative down with truth.
But have we adjusted I believe the government are point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brethren, no disrespect, brethren.
No disrespect taken.
All the country now, why?
No disrespect taken. I can tell you the juggernaut that we fighting here is a difficult win, eh? It's a difficult beast to beat.
Brethren, it can never be difficult if you use the people, by.
And if you use the truth.
Yeah, if you use the truth. But you see,
and the truth.
You see, as I say, Akil, how much people like me, boy? How much people on shows like this on a evening, boy? How much?
I called the union today, and Mr. Ansel Rouge called a massive protest. Let me start it some way.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Enjoy the evening. I know plenty people waiting.
Right, plenty people. If you see people on the line. If you see people on the line, boy. Call us. Kunje.
Good afternoon to you, Heavy.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to the point. Good afternoon to the Point up here branch. That is my hometown.
Nice man.
And I agree I agree with some of the callers with the questions and things, but I want to go a different road. I believe wrong was done and mistake was made. But I give all you 100 out of 100 for trying to correct that mistake today and stand up for the people of Trinidad and Tobago and especially Pointe-à-Pierre. Because people don't know what happened to Pointe-à-Pierre by that refinery closed down. From Couva, the whole Point Lisas, coming straight down Pointe-à-Pierre Road, Marbella, going Sando. Thousands, over 3,500 youths who used to depend on little shutdown at 3 months work, a month shutdown, who never used to smoke marijuana and depending, going by Pointe-à-Pierre, and right at the corner there and sitting down there every morning, looking for job. Today, it have none of that. Those young guys and them today sit down on the block smoking marijuana.
That's correct.
Because at Pointe-à-Pierre, the hard also take, you can't smoke marijuana, you do drug test, some kind of thing. And many of the youths, many of the business places, in from Couva coming down, all them roti shop and all them things that depend. And people go to work, shop, and all those things close down. Mothers and fathers lose their job. And when mothers and fathers, not only them alone, all the contractors who was doing work inside there, people used to be working in Pointe-à-Pierre. We used to be working PH and making our money so fast. Today in Turuba over here, if you have 75 people traveling for the day, you have plenty. Those days was 1,500 traveling for the day. The day taxi man in the Pointe-à-Pierre area cannot work much because you're spending double time the price for gas.
Kunji coming for land, Kunji. I have plenty callers on the line. Everybody want to get into it.
In 2015, it is the cost $3 from Marbella to Sanford and no in gas. And a trip, now it's $20-something.
Wow.
They makes no money. And when Pointe-à-Pierre people want to talk, the talk show saying, come in fast. Bye-bye, I go there.
No, I have plenty callers on the line, Kunji. Caller.
You're hearing the hurt,
Yes, brother.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to both comrades.
Afternoon.
I want a man in the back to repeat how much money we spend on importing fluid and other products for the last few years. I hear 7 billion US, and I still can't understand if it's US you mean or TT. 7 billion US, you say?
Yeah. Tell him the figure.
The exact figure, 7,605,795,000 US dollars.
That's the number. Numbers, Mandy. You hear?
That is all I wanted to hear, my brother.
All right, brother.
That is what I wanted to hear. Wow.
Thank you, man. Repeat it again. Repeat it for the public. They don't hear. They don't hear how much money this government spending.
605,705,000 US dollars.
Great is the PNM.
And it shall prevail.
Great is the PNM. How we suffering in this country. The wicked PNM people are supporting that. Caller.
Well said, man.
Good afternoon, TC. Heavy.
Yeah, good afternoon. Speak up, eh? The people want to hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I speaking up loud here. I think I'm not sorry for the union at all with that what they went through there, because I tell you something, no matter what they say, we're back and vote PNM. I'm sure if you ask them now, if it is Rowley come and dangle a card over the head, if they go on and have meetings again, and then I'm sure they're going back and vote for him.
No. They can't say that. You say, fool me one, shame on me. Or fool me one, shame on you. Or fool me one, shame. I can't remember the thing, but you know you can't take fool twice, man. Don't do that. You can't be that noticed.
We also not asking for no sorry. Right? We know what we have to do.
All right, brother.
And we will do. Yeah. We're not asking for no way to feel sorry for us. We're here to put the truth out to Trinidad and Tobago. And we're doing this for a reason, because we believe that this government needs to go.
Yeah, definitely. Caller.
Good afternoon, brother TC. Comrade. The two comrades at the head table there.
Yeah, man.
Comrade, I would like to talk to you, brother TC. And brother Heavy, through you, I would like to talk to them. Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Right. Now, comrade,
tell them sycophants at the PNM who get misled for 9 years, that when we do the report, or the asset of the company, the full asset of Petrotrin, to see what we needed when Ms. Kanna Prasad Bisesa, right? And we come up with all the ideas. Rowley come and say that when the refinery is not making money, under Malcolm Jones, it started when he rightly said the right way, that when we was getting profit sharing, and we supposed to get profit sharing for 2008, Malcolm Jones say that he rather buy the oil, it costs him cheaper than to pay the workers the money, and tell Trinidad and Tobago that all the platform in southwestern Trinidad and eastern Darrow, right? How much barrel of oil we had. And they tell the engineers, the petroleum engineers, right? And they won't call, anyway, we just call name, we just whistle, right? And they start to lift the wells on them to drop the production on the Soldado field and the East Cedros field. So tell them, when they started to lift the wells and drop the production, to say that they lost the money and the oil still in the ground. And tell them, when COVID come and keep only really attack on the whole nation, that we could not strike, right? And tell them that why the people lost hope when Franklin can't come and lie, right? And he went down in the Philippines with Viagra, and that to bring him back in a body bag, right? That he tell the union that we're going to upgrade, and tell them what was the aggressive program to upgrade the refinery.
UNC Pro coming for London.
No, that's not heavy. This is serious thing. And tell us that the industrial court, what the industrial court, block asset that we matters. Heavy. You want to talk to this man today, and people call it who ain't know, and they take the narrative. Come to London, and they want to farm it over the front, and financiers who making the profit.
Wow.
And all that tax heritage pay. Supposed to be we own. Heavy. This evening, here's what's going on.
UNC Pro, take it easy. All right, thank you. Wow. Let me see if I can get in some voice. So see, now I have a next video to play. Let me look down this way a little bit because I know some of the calls is coming kind of soft. So based on the calls we get so far, you understand how the people feeling, eh?
Yeah.
The people vex to tell you. Now there are people who get chained up and hate all you because they say the union and them ain't good and the union and them ain't good. But people, one will say that or they didn't fight hard enough. One will say, look at that chain all themselves to the gate and then nobody come and move all the from there and look at that make Bondong block the highway and all them kind of things. There are people thinking that all they can go to people, but see, realize or they try to do the diplomatic way or they take the government to court or they file injunction or they do all these things. But these things were done so silently that sometimes they really need to be out there, really burning time where people can see a block the whole highway. You understand? They now might say, well, yeah, we really see the union and them come down. I can remember the march from what they were march supporters, Spain and all of that.
Yeah.
But what you guys think about really trying to get another something off the ground for like the people now to say, well, you know, because I'm going to play a video there, I'll go here, going on, you know. Caller.
Cool.
Good afternoon to the panel.
Yes, good afternoon, Pedro.
Good afternoon. Yes, what you had to realize is that the union has a membership and they have a constitution and they have to listen to what the people say and obey the constitution. You don't want them to say that they have a dictatorship. They have a constitution, so they have to obey the constitution and listen to what the people had wanted at the time. Apart from that, the bid that Patriotic put in is in the interest of Trinidad and Tobago and also in the interest of CARICOM, because once they win that bid, they will be able to rekindle the conversation with CARICOM and everything. That relationship will be built and Trinidad and Tobago will be nice again. So we have to support Patriotic in this quest to get the bid recognized by the government. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
That sounds like a comrade.
Yeah. I'm going to take this next caller quickly. Caller.
Hello, good afternoon, Heavy. How are you doing, my brother?
Good afternoon, caller. What's up?
Right, I am the Daisy Joggers here. Right, I just want to ask the two gentlemen that's sitting there with you, what do they believe when the ex-PG, Mr. Errol McLeod, if he was there, when this was going to happen, if he would have made a difference compared to the present PG. That's all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, caller. You want to answer that?
That's a question that I personally can't answer because I never worked with the past PG.
Oh, okay. Right? The PG is what?
As Errol McLeod, that's President General.
President General.
Head of the union.
Or the head of the union. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play a video here. People, hold the lines, hold the lines. I'm going to play a video here because after this video, I want the gentlemen and them to comment on this video here because...
After election...
Sorry.
That's all right, man.
Mr. President, this government recently announced that they were shortlisting 3 companies to take charge of either the lease or sale of Petrotrin refinery. One called Pro Consortium. The other one is Inca Refinery. And the other one is Oando. Mr. President, these are the 3 companies that were shortlisted. When we checked the registry to get information on these companies, we realized that Pro Consortium is made up of 3 locally incorporated companies. One called Okada, the other one is DR Commodities, and the other one is Chemitech. These are the 3 companies falling under Pro Consortium. Mr. President, what we found interesting is that when we did a search for Pro Consortium, it yielded no results. It means that Pro Consortium is not legally incorporated under the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. And therefore, Mr. President, the question must be asked, if this company is not legally incorporated under the laws of Trinidad and Tobago, how come this company was shortlisted by the cabinet of the government of the Honorable Prime Minister? How, Mr. President? And Mr. President, what is even more alarming, if I may say, is this. You have every company there is questionable and are suspicious. Everyone. And you know, the DR Commodities was formerly DR Logistics. But when you check DR Commodity, it is the parent company of this local company, but it is based in India. And when we check the Indian company, we realize on the board of directors were 2 associates and family members of Jindal. That is what we are seeing, 2 members of the Jindal family on the board of directors of the parent company called DR Commodities. What is even more important, Okada is a Venezuelan company engaged in oil and gas. It's a holdings company, Mr. President, that is sanctioned by the United States. How come this government is shortlisting a company that is sanctioned by the United States to take over our Point of View refinery? Mr. President, you know what has happened? Jindal went to the front door and he came to the back door.
All right. Okay. So, you realize they're up to the old tricks.
Of course.
You realize the government is up to their old tricks. But I realize they haven't called other company
Patriotic
as going to update waiting to bid to get a refinery. What's going on with that?
Right. As we said before, we have absolutely no confidence in this process. Right. So, as Wade Mark would have raised there, that issue, if that is true, then we all know that this would again lead to that bidder, CRO, not being considered. Right? That's the only way that could go. It cannot be that if Jindal has family or is connected to this deal in some way that they still consider that group. Right? I want to believe it was an oversight if what he's saying is true.
You realize they're trying to gerrymander the whole thing to get a particular person in.
Correct. Now again, the patriotic saga is one where we are doing what we believe is best for Trinidad and Tobago. If they have rejected that, our offer is still on the table. Up to now, we haven't received a reason as for why, but it seems as though they are not willing to give it to us. I'm not surprised by that. Right? So, if they can restart the asset, it will benefit Trinidad and Tobago. It will benefit the workers again.
All right.
I am encouraged to see that happen, but I do not believe that it will happen.
Okay. The future of the refinery. Quickly, before we go, because we're going to wrap up.
I am hoping for a future where the government changes, where we have a new UNC administration that will restart the asset
Right.
and resolve all of these outstanding Petrotrin issues like the pension plan, the medical plan, and all the other issues that are still to be resolved through discussion and dialogue, which is not happening now. That is the future of the refinery.
All right. What will it take to restart the refinery, because it have been done for years?
Yeah.
What will it take? You don't even know what to do with it. You don't even know if they sell it as scrap iron or battery buying. We don't know.
We know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have a significant amount of information. We are still in connection with people who work there on the inside. We know it's not being properly preserved. But part of this process where we would have submitted a bid, we would have prepared a plan to restart that refinery in stages over a 2 to 3 year period.
Right.
So we know what needs to be done.
But this will have thrown back the process
It will.
significantly. So it will take
Yes.
a while before the refinery start back to be at least 80-90% and start back to generate income to our country.
It will. But we are confident that we could do it within the shortest space of time. We believe we can get part of the refinery up within a year. Right?
All right. That's
and
good.
that could alleviate some of the import woes that we currently facing.
All right.
So all of that would have been submitted to this government. And what was the response to that? This man got up in Parliament and raised a document accusing us of submitting false papers.
Wow.
Just because they don't want us anywhere near that asset.
All right. So without further ado, I want to thank you guys because we are not at time.
Yeah.
Right? I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you for coming in here on the Street 919 FM. Any last words before you guys leave?
I just want to say thanks to you, Evie, on behalf of Comrade Dobson as well too. And we of the union are not asking for sympathy. We are asking for people to hear and listen to the truth and listen objectively. Because many times we speak, people don't hear. And they say we don't talk. We are asking for you to do your own research and understand what really took place with this Petrotrin situation.
I just want to trim a little 2 cents here. I want to thank you. I want to talk for the people here now. And I want to say the people believe that the union could play a significant role in changing the government.
We could.
Because the man who started all this thing when Butler days, Butler used to go out there and riot.
Yeah.
Free people. So they believe that the union is weak. I've been honest here. People believe that the union should have been out there fighting on behalf of them. And we're not talking only oil field workers alone. We're talking all.
Yeah.
Tuta, PSA, everybody. We believe that the unions is the backbone of the country. They should gather the forces and we get rid of this government, go down there, we had to lie down in front of the parliament. The police had to beat you and send tear gas. The union had to fight for we now, boy. And they go rally behind that. You understand where I'm coming from? It starts with us.
Correct.
You understand? And they have all the supporters and all they getting the government do all this injustice, 4%, this, that, all this thing closed down. We finally closed down this. TSCT workers going home, everybody just getting licks. You understand? And nobody seems to be signed up. It's like the union had no backbone. So I just saying how people thinking, because when I go to talk, people will be telling me these things. You understand where I'm coming from?
We need a whole other show to deal with after them issues you're talking about.
So, I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys again for coming in. I know I can call a little, we talk something off here, so we'll talk about that another day. So I want to thank you guys, right, to coming on the Future of Talk. Right, keep it locked right here. We're going to pay some bills, and we'll be right back after the bills. So keep it right here as my guests and them leaving. Right? So thanks again.
Yes, brother. Thank you very much.
All the bone gone, so come and touch it. Don't look so shocked. Don't just watch it. Doggy sock. All through the years, we shared in tears. They too busy, they can't see me. Time to depend on we both. So then, just so we and them is friends.
You
Stop it.
And so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Everybody's talking future, but can they really give it to ya? Want to know where to invest? Open an MPF.
The one fund that guarantees principal and interest earned, has no service charges, no penalties, gives anytime access, and offers projected interest of 3%.
On your future, let's begin with the MPF. You're bound to win.
the Mortgage Participation Fund from HMB, a subsidiary of Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank. Visit mympf.com and own your future.
Everyone is gearing up for the Hitman Howie T37 DJ anniversary celebration. I am old school. Saturday, 2nd November, from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., we gather at the Center of Excellence for this annual event featuring Sensational Sammy,
Give me a little smile and give me a little shine and show me that you're mine.
King Kabuki, DJ Mikkel, Reese T, hosted by Rodney King and TC. Hitman Howie T will be in full concert mode.
When Howie plays, he makes the ladies sway. Get it.
Old veteran.
Hit it, Howie. Hit it, Howie T.
Dress code, multicolor retro wear. Tickets are $200. Get them now at Buddy's Bar, Curep, Fats International, Tree City Mall, and Arima. Amanda's Grill, Excellent City, Port of Spain. Sour Team, Sion's Bar, San Fernando. Revive Beauty Bar, Mokoya Bus Street Lights. Sammy Seafood Plus, Arima. Caliente Bar, Curep. New Luna Bar, Aruca. Prestige Bar, Montrose, Main Road, Chagonas. And the Royal Nest Guest House, Digger Martin. It's the Hitman Howie T37 DJ Anniversary Celebration. Saturday, 2nd November, at the Center of Excellence. Get ready.
Under the auspices of the Mayor of Port of Spain, His Worship Chinua Aline, we present Baron's Infinity Concert, Sunday, November 3rd at the Winifred Atwell Auditorium, Queen's Hall. This show features Sugar Aloes, Gypsy, Tigress, Sherwayne Winchester, Calypso Princess, Dwayne O'Connor, Josiah O'Connor, Chuck Gordon, Halon Francis, Sheldon Reed, Rome, Zachary Ransom, Aaron Duncan, Ainsley King, Rondell Donowa, Lady Adana, The All Stars Band, Los Alumnos de San Juan, Massey Trinidad All Stars, and of course, the Baron.
I want that Spanish woman to marry me.
Baron.
Call me this sweet soul. I want somebody to hover.
And also Calypso legend King Shortshirt from Antigua. All singers on the night will each perform a selection from the Baron. Your MCs Damian Melville and Sonny Bling. Limited advance tickets only $300. Tickets available at the Queen's Hall box office, the Trini Shop, Trin City Mall, Excellent City Center, QueensHallTT.com, and C3 Center in San Fernando. Also, you can get your tickets from Sherma at 755-2915, Delinda 723-4011. Infinity, the concert.
You know, anybody ever jam to steam all night? Well, Vibes Event Space presents Straight Steam. What are you doing? On Tobago's Carnival Friday, the 25th of October, featuring the royalties of Zest, Queen of Zest, Nelly Couture,
Me man give me back so I can give me the face like
Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
just stop the shot.
King of Steam, Young
Brother. I wanna do what you wanna do, and you wanna do what I wanna do.
Music by an all-star DJ cast. General admission tickets are $100, VIP $150, and your Stevie Cabanas are $1,500 for 10 person. Tickets available at Cash Ace Tobago and Island E-Tickets. Doors open at 11 p.m. and we party till Juve. For further information, contact 394-3612. Straight Steam on Tobago's Carnival Friday, the 25th of October.
These girls tell me she's feeling it.
Tobago. It's the Carnival Gear Up. Shots International present Shot 6. Shot 6. The brunch and after party on Saturday, the 26th of October. From 6 a.m. till all goes down at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub. Early bird tickets are $150, VIP $250. Includes vodka, White-O, Punch-In, and All Chasers Limited. Music by John Boy and Ken Simmons, Kevin X and Smokey, Fire Travis, and Mixmaster Mark, Mighty Crush, DJ Kiki, and DJ Spree and Selector Camel. Look out for top soca artists. Tickets available at Jade Monkey, Bayside Bar, Well Seasoned Kitchen, God's Car Wash Point Forte, and online at Island E-Ticket. It's brunch, it's Juve, it's good vibe, it's sunrise, it's Shot 6. Saturday, the 26th of October.
Trap Empire Limited, in collaboration with Vibes Event Space, formerly known as The Shade, presents the launch of Hip and Hoppin' R&B Sundays on Carnival Weekend, Sunday 27 October, 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Come out and enjoy performances from premier Tobago R&B and hip-hop artists, also featuring a freestyle battle competition, spoken word, and magic and mentalism performances. Get your tickets online on Island E-Tickets or pay $80 at the door. Hippity hop on down to Hip and Hoppin' R&B Sundays, 27 October at formerly known as The Shade. See you there. See you there.
Bougie 2024. The premier soca concert experience will be at Tobago's premier venue, Vibes Event Space, formerly known as the Shade Nightclub, with the soca superstars Young Bretta,
When you're coming back, Sanja, when you're coming to Chukondi Junction.
Oscar B, the Queen of Steam, Lady Lava,
Hands up, let me see your finger.
Anomaly, the Waterlord, IWER George, 2024 Road March champion Mikkel Teja,
I feel like I'm running tongue again. Jump and shake the drum again.
Bougie 2024 at Vibes Event Space, Friday, October 25th from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. Tickets are out now at Cache stores nationwide, Caribbean Corner Store, Buco, Pablo's Supermarket, Argyle, Chill Out Bar, Bon Accord, and on Island E-Tickets, or call 620-3057. Bougie 2024.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. to 12 noon and every Wednesday night from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. live on the street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, goji, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health performance and disease. Join him as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079 or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com. Remember, every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7:05 p.m. live on the street 919 FM. Young people of our nation, ignite your wellness journey with Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan with Princess Omega and Associates. Prevent ill health today and reap the benefit of good health tomorrow. Join us every second and fourth Saturday of each month at 9:25 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. where we bring to you innovative health solutions. Invest in yourself today by ensuring that you're enjoying optimum health. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp us at 868-310-8671 or 364-4464. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our priority.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
IWER and Oscar B presents Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space, formerly Shade Nightclub, Sunday 27th October, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Featuring popular artiste and an all-star DJ cast. Early bird tickets $300. Breakfast inclusive. Tickets available on TicketFederation.com and Cache stores nationwide, or call 620-3057 or 684-4528. Breakfast Jam at Vibes Event Space.
We don't beat girl, but we beat somebody. We beat somebody.
The stage is coming.
Friday night is heated up and the steam is rising.
Get ready. Steamy Friday every Friday. At Vibes, the event space, formerly known as Shade, 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Port Accord.
Tell me what you really want to do.
With an all-star steamy DJ cast.
Y'all ready?
And unbeatable drink special. Want to level up? Grab one of our exclusive Cabana special and take the vibes to another level. It all happens Steamy Friday every Friday, where the party never cools down. Steam on a Friday, only at Vibes, the event space.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Okay, so we are back. So I have I have a lot of voice notes to play. So before I do anything, let me get across to the voice notes one time before I take any phone calls. All right, so let's play these voice notes on them one time.
Afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, panel. I want to ask a question. Can you give an estimate on exactly how much revenue has the country lost since the refinery has been shut down? I think we was producing something like 250,000, I stand to be corrected, barrels of oil daily. Given that figure, I stand to be corrected. Exactly how much revenue have we lost since the shutting down of the refinery?
Good day, Heavy and DC Bitcoin here. What I understand today is the Prime Minister's birthday. Let me wish him a happy birthday. You know, Heavy, you could talk wherever you talk there. You could bring whoever you bring there. But these PNM and their supporters wouldn't believe that, you know. They would believe what Dr. Rowley tell them. They buy it hook, line, and sinker. They could drink the Kool-Aid and dead and still believe it too. Boy, and you want to provide PNM Day for the next 5 years? Them cost this country billions of dollars. You understand? Have a good day, Heavy.
Heavy, good afternoon. I am an ex-worker of Petrochin. I used to work Section 14. What I want to find out from these two gentlemen, next month going to be 6 years since the refinery closed down. What is the reason and why is only now they're coming out to speak?
I think they not only now they're coming out to speak. I think they were speaking all the time, but they were silent, right? Remember, they're giving information that the government don't want you to hear. You understand? Remember, they are speaking contrary to the propaganda that was put out there, right? That even I and all, and some of us believe, right? Now that we know, right? Let me allow the healing to begin. Okay? Let me hear what this person had to say.
I want the gentleman here who just quoted the figures that Heritage spent to bring in fuel into the country over the past years. I would like him to quote and tell us how much profit was made by Heritage over that very same period, and if it is more profitable than when the refinery was in operations. I want him to tell the country whether the statement made by the Minister of Finance in Parliament about OWTU and that false documents, if it is truth.
Me go lie, boy. You good notice, you know. The man explained that Heritage is bringing in oil, but Paria now have to bring in oil revenue, but Paria is spending more than what Heritage is making. A lot more. The man quote how much? Hundreds of millions of US, billions of US dollars that we spending in fuel. And Heritage not making that amount. So the government only want to hear you that Heritage making money. But they're not telling you what Paria had to spend in US. And that is why it have a shortage of US in the country. And the government did explain that that document that your energy minister waving in the parliament, you only waving it there because it's parliamentary privilege. They're waiting for you to come outside. And you only waving it there and not saying what it is. You realize you're not saying nothing what it is. But you're talking about this document here with the OWTU and them crap. Why you come outside? Why you come out in the media and read that document we have in the hand, the sweet tale? You understand? The man explain all of that. You listen, your ears bust, or you only want to hear what you want to hear, no. Don't send no voice so back here because I find it too out of timing. The man said what he said. You're not listening. Come to send us that church boys.
Yeah, that dummy heavy. Good evening. That dummy. You study that dummy. He lost. He don't know what going on. He just calling just to prattle. You understand? They don't understand what going on. You see, they believe in the pain them lies. So that is what had them in that kind of mindset now.
Exactly.
Only believing in pain them lies and not going and research it yourself to find out the truth and calling here and talking a pack of crap.
Yeah, you sending voice over the man and answer already. The man explained that Heritage manufacturing oil, but Paria is now buying fuel at how much? At a very exorbitant cost, and we are the mercy of whatever happened out there, and all that is because they closed down the refinery. All that is happening right now is because they closed down the refinery. That is why we cannot get Forex. So it doesn't matter much oil for Heritage or how much profit Heritage make. Heritage profit come nil if Paria is taking the profit money and using it to buy fuel at exorbitant cost, twice as or 3 times the amount that how much Heritage making. So then what we making? It come like you have a parlor making money and you're taking money from the parlor to fix a whole car. And the money that costs to fix the whole car costs more than the money you're making from the parlor. So that what sense it make? Caller.
Yeah, heavy short answer. Heavy, but you know I always look up to you, boy. But you're disappointed this evening. You're saying about how you were fooled by what the Prime Minister say about the OWTU and so on. I could never believe that, boy.
Who, me?
PNM, you could, but you say that.
No, listen to me carefully.
Media and so on.
Hold on. Listen to me carefully.
I listen to you, man. I vex. Go ahead, I listen.
Right? Listen to me carefully.
Go ahead, yeah.
I don't really listen to nothing being broadcast or said by these people. Right? But when they were talking about the oil refinery, right, needed to shut down and all kind, I did show something on this, you know. I did show something on this. I didn't have this information that these people here bring for me today. So in my mind, I thinking, well, they really had to shut it down because of the loan with the gas electric plant. You understand? Not knowing they shut it down for spite.
No heavy, but you know that they shut it down because the fake oil. That was the whole problem with the fake oil. Is the fake oil what caused the whole thing, you know? And if you go down, I going down too. That's what the man, the Dookie or whatever his name is, telling me. Say if it is my name get called and all thing me, you had to go down too. What? So that's why they shut it down because of that. It then nothing else they shut it down because of.
Wow.
That's what they shut it down for. And I don't listen to Rowley is a total liar all the time. And whoever they put, listen to me, I hear people talking about if they put Brian Man, I'm open. Any one of them put is the same. It come like in America. Whoever the president is in America is the same rubbish coming there. Because all of them have a corporation to deal with. They might have good ideas, but they can't fulfill them because why? They have bigger heads behind who just move them.
Correct.
To do certain things.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Spending top in mud, we at a loss, a big loss, and PNMites had to understand that, and if they don't understand that, which means it's part of the whole corrupted situation to default this country and continue defaulting this country, spreading your propaganda and lies.
Thank you, thank you. Now, I've been honest. When these gentlemen came here this afternoon, I want to thank my good friend Pedro for giving me the contact for these guys to come on the show. Because I knew about the videos, because I played the videos that Petrotrim was making money and all that. But they give some figures there that is very scary. Right? And I don't think Trinidad and Tobago really grasp the kind of impact, the kind of negative impact created by what has taken place by us closing down our asset that was making money. First thing first, the loans taken out on Petrotrin by Malcolm Jones was no fault of Petrotrin. Petrotrin was making money. They use the company, the asset, and borrowed money to build or build something that failed. And they was advised not to do it, but they still went ahead and did it. And we lost $800 million that we borrowed and have to pay back. With every $1 billion US we had to pay back for the last 8 years. That could have built schools, beds in the hospital, medicine. That could have transformed our country. I understand the level of nepotism, favoritism, and corruption and mismanagement. And that was done in Patrick Manning time. Every time PNM is in power, they make bad decisions for the country. Bad decisions they make every time they're in power. The only time this country they see is when our next government is power, and then right after this come back and mash it up again. Right to PNM is do the country that.
Right to PNM.
Caller.
Kevin, you heard a man say Petrotrim was paying $1 billion on that loan every year.
Every year, $1 billion US. You know how much money is that? For 8 years.
And they had the audacity to say that Petrotrim was losing money, right? And we paying $1 billion loan every year. And the man say out of them 8 years we pay that loan. 3 of the years we make a profit, you know.
Yeah.
Now, boy, everybody better do something, boy. No. We can't do this on this one, boy. Everybody no grease, boy.
We pay back our loan based on a mistake. Our whole country suffering based on a mistake one man make. And then you shut down the... You want to make matters worse. You come and shut down we asset. You sell the cow to buy milk.
Yeah.
You kill the cow.
I've been calling every day when we lost in the US, so because we take in the US to buy gas and send it back for TT. I've been saying that months on the radio. Enjoy evening, my everybody. I know that people are waiting, man.
Yeah, brother. Caller.
Good afternoon, Heavy. Good afternoon, TC, where you is, brother. Yeah, Heavy, and the two guys there. Delivery. Yeah, but I know they're listening. They mentioned that Petrotrin make $1 billion in the last one before the UNC leave there.
Yeah.
And the two last report and the op report was showing you they didn't have to close down.
They didn't have to close down the court.
Yeah.
But based on what these gentlemen them say, the refinery, all that the government said about the refinery was lies. Every single thing they said.
So what stands out there now? The political science in it. AV oil. You understand, Heavy?
Yeah.
$1 billion, $1 million, and you remember Kamla and them mentioned in the parliament, I think it's parliament, that one Rolleston Rowley, right? They receive $100 million in check. and was ended up in foreign. That's all in that report on heavy. They already had the science in politics heavy. You understand? They closed down that, so the 1% got gained the company. And here was your other thing heavy. Anybody come in and own that, it's just a fake company posing for the 1% heavy. The 1% will never let something like that slip out of their hand. They will get anybody to come and pose to run the company heavy. We wouldn't get it. Thank you, heavy. Bless. Yeah.
That gave us even more incentive to get PNM out of power. Cora.
That's right. Yeah, heavy. Bless.
Cora.
Bless.
Yes, brother. Yes, Cora. Peter, along the radio.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. You hear me now?
Yeah, so you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
They have you, right?
Yeah, man.
They have me. No, I'm so happy to see that this thing come back in the public space, this petrotrain business. You know, some people, like, first time they really hear. You hear me?
Yes, I listen to you. Listen on your phone. Don't listen on your radio. Listen on the phone. We talking on the phone.
Now listen on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you believe, my brother, I tell you this, yes, Mr. Anna Roberts come and do a speech in the parliament on that, and it sounds like something new, but this is what we have to keep in the public domain, because let me tell you something, my brother, this is real problem and corruption. We can't fight to keep rowdy them there. You have to fight to get them out of there, because we still stand a chance to get back petroleum, you know. You see that bitumen will just make the pitch get hard for the road? We only have good road now because they pay them trying to get back into office. But anytime they get back into office, it's 5 years of bad road and mash up country. Put them to political justice and put them out of office. People of Trinidad and Tobago, good night.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, brother. I'm feeling sick today. Caller.
Pleasant good evening, Heavy, and to the listening audience.
Yeah, heavy feedback.
Caller?
Yes, you hear me there now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Right. Heavy, what I have to say on this topic, right? Based on what, you know, has been said by the two gentlemen there. This petrotrain situation, for those who actually were wrong it, could tell you for a fact, right? It was something that was really a drain on the country itself, right? And secondly,
brother,
just now, let me just
don't do that this evening. And
secondly,
brother, let me hold in higher scene this evening. You see what you now say there? Retract that statement. You know why you have to retract that statement? You know why you have to retract that statement, right? Because you're trying to pure man tell me rain falling. Don't do me that now, man. You know, you listen to the two gentlemen just speak.
I heard them, yes, I heard them.
So why you had to come and tell me, right, that anybody who was working in petrotrain will tell you petrotrain was losing money. And these gentlemen now come here and say out of the 23 years that petrotrain existing, 18 years petrotrain gross profit, and the rest of years is only the rest of years they never make no profit. And the reason for that is because they was paying back $1 billion loan every year.
And again, we will need to have the minister come out and clarify that, because
you cannot have the minister come out and clarify that, because the minister is lying to you. Why you want to believe the minister when you don't want to believe the gentleman that wasn't here? Who come and give you the facts? Who come and explain to you all what's going on? Why you want to get the facts from a minister who is lying to you?
Because I am not seeing the document. I'm not seeing the document.
He is not showing no document either. What document you want to see?
You see, the union has failed a lot of people.
Hello, don't come to attack the union. You know why you're attacking the union? Because they now come here and make your government look bad. They make your government look bad because government lied to the people and tell them the reason why they closed on petrotrain, because petrotrain was losing money, and it was a lie. Because I know short TV6 video before this gentleman was here with all the statistics on it, stating that petrotrain was making over $1 billion TT a year.
Again, that is that spoken words.
Where's that spoken words? Just show you the information on the screen.
Concrete proof and
they had concrete. Look, you come off the radio. You can't take me vex this evening. Go away. Go away. You can't be that dunce. You can't be that stupid caller. You can't be that gullible. All the PLM is a different level of evil, you know. Don't matter what you bring for them. Even if they bring the document for you and show you in your face, even if God come down and tell you, boy, Petrochim was making money, the PNM like to you, you will say, you is not God. What is College Radio Station for to do? All the wicked tell the children and grandchildren, I pray to God and they don't want no grandchildren trying to live here, you know. Because they go vex with you because they're trying to make wrong right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You listen for 2 hours. These gentlemen will come here on the radio station to lie. These gentlemen who was in there, who was in the struggle, who giving the information, quoting figures exactly. And you calling to say you waiting for the energy minister to tell you. You feel the energy minister care about you? You feel he care about Petrochim? You feel he care about Trinidad and Tobago? They kill a cow to buy milk. What is wrong with you people? And you're talking so intelligent like your education and like, I don't know. Caller.
He's a big ass boy.
Here is next one. Here is next one. Here is next one. I seem to be. Sometimes I just want to look. Marshall out there. Caller. 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 Hello.
Hello. Yeah, Heavy.
Yeah.
Good afternoon again. I call me back, Heavy. And the law lord up in England, when Kamala them had the case against Malcolm Jones, and when Dr. Rowley and them came in office, Heavy, it shocked the law lord. The law lord make a speech, Heavy, what wrong report was playing, saying this is billions of dollars. And this case was looking like a case the government would have win. Why a government that come into office will crash down such a billions of dollars? What could be benefit for the people, and they have a winning case?
Yeah.
He was shocked, Heavy. So what was that, Heavy? They put back that case, and this man here, when name Franklin Tan, Heavy, he say he going home. Is a reason why, you know. That is science and politics, boy, Heavy boy.
All right, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Caller.
Hey, Heavy. Good evening. How you doing?
Good evening. What's up?
The first time caller. Calm down, calm down, calm down.
These people, something wrong with these people that try to caller. Boy, that man is no pressure there, though.
Listen, I just calling to probably just provide some additional support to what the guys were telling you, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
What happened is that gas to liquid plant, right? That came about when Mr. Manning deceased. When he went to China, okay?
Yeah.
On a trip, business trip, right? And the Chinese government and so on, they wanted to get bitumen, right? Pitch from the pitch lake, right?
Right.
And also wanted to get clean diesel fuel. So the agreement was they would do the gas to liquid plant, right? And the additives from the gas to liquid will go into the production of clean diesel, right?
Right.
And the Chinese were to buy all the diesel from Petrochim.
Right.
Okay? But what happened is the people who had the technology to do the gas to liquid plant is Bull GTL.
Right.
They are the ones who had the technology, right? And they had 49% stake in business. Petrochim had 51%. So what happened is that Petrochim was supposed to get the financing for them because they developed the technology or equipment and so on. That is their thing, right? And they get financing from a company in which the former Minister of Finance, right, he was working in that company. So go to tell and tell them, listen, this is looking transparent, they operate above board, and they're not going to get financing from somewhere else. And when Petrochin refused to get financing from some other organization, right, those GTL tell them, go ahead and do all their plans. And that's how that plan collapsed.
All right, brother. Thank you for the information. I have plenty callers on the line. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, but calm down, Heavy. But the callers were important. It's the only thing I'm against one cause. It's just that I don't think we had a comprehensive understanding of how the project came about. But if that had come off, we should never have been earning a lot of money.
All right, thank you very much.
With a producing clean diesel.
All right,
China.
All right, brother. Repeating yourself. Thank you. I have plenty callers on the line. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man.
You take care.
Yeah, caller. Next caller.
Are you aware in 2014, Petrotrin was indebted to $14.38 billion? Are you aware of that? Are you aware for the past?
I don't have time for it, you know. Because all the talking thing, what I don't even know. All the talking thing, what I don't even know. I had people here giving information. You talking about, are you aware? Are you aware? You quoting thing you hear them people saying, boy. Come here for me, you know. Or they don't come here for me, you know. Caller.
Heavy duty. Where you seen, brother?
Hi, cool. What's up?
Who won't let them send up your pressure kick?
Who?
Won't let them send up your pressure.
Boy, I can't take notice for long, you know.
I know you're talking about. I deal with them on the work every day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, blessings to all the right thinking people. Yes. You see these PNM people, they have selective hearing. Right? And on top of that, I do think they don't know how to use these touchscreen phones. I do think they have internet. I do think they know how to go on YouTube. I don't know. To do no research. What these people are really doing? How it is you could support something where you don't, we're not profiting you. We're holding down the black people from so long, from years. Look how long. Eric Williams time, holding me back, holding me down. Same thing with the Democrats doing in America, holding down the black race. And they're using you for your vote. And on top of that, your surroundings in a mess with dilapidated, no progress, no upliftment, no full encouragement, nothing. And you're supporting that. Tell me the mind of these people, Nigeria. Tell me what kind of mind these people have now.
You telling me something wrong with them? I have plenty callers and I go look at voice notes. Thank you very much, caller. Thank you for your contribution.
No problem.
Yeah, man. Caller.
Yes, Heavy. You remember in the beginning, he threw the race card before he shut down Petrotrin. He made a statement and said Petrotrin is now like Petro Singh. So from the time he come with that race talk, everybody was backing him up. Oh, Petrotrin this and Petrotrin that. You hear them today?
All right, darling. Thank you very much. I have plenty voice notes to play. You could ring that phone till they feel sick. And I'll send you a tour with your out of time and talk. Call back.
Heavy, good evening. Don't frustrate yourself behind him now, boy. Always saying he can't be, he is that because that's why he voting PNM and still supporting PNM. He wasting time on here and frustrating you, boy.
Boy, Heavy, that man is a baby, boy. He's the baby is operate, so seeing things in front of them and not believing it, and people can play up with their mind and make them believe what they say. That's when the baby freaking operate so. When the baby is operate so, he's a baby.
Hello, Heavy. This is Juice.
right? What you must do, take some time and go online and look for the Solomon Lashley report, right? There's the information right there. And for the caller who just called and talk about petrotrin was a drain on the economy, he could go and look for the Solomon Lashley report, and he will see where they have the gas and liquids plant and $11 billion debt, which you guys and I was speaking about, right? So, in case anybody else want to come on the radio and talk, you understand? Whatever. Peace.
Jump high, jump low, heavy. All them facts you bring out there, you think them PNM Neanderthals go believe that? Over what Dr. Rowley tell them?
You telling me?
They would never believe it.
You telling me?
And will stick to the guns that this oil refinery was a burden to the people of this country.
You telling me?
But let them suffer now. You understand? The foreign exchange drying up. They're drying up. And pretty soon, they will get more worse than what it is just now when they can't buy medicine and food. Have a good day. No, Heavy, no. Don't say that about Zam Stewie boy. He's the Prime Minister in waiting now. He anointed by Dr. Roll to become the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. He don't lie. He just said the truth. All that coming out his mouth is the truth, Heavy. He's a truthful man. Zam Stewie, with Prime Minister in waiting.
Gone are the days that you could listen to politicians talk on a platform or in parliament and take that for gospel truth. You can't do that. We have technology, we have information, we have things at our fingertips. You have a whole computer with Google and research at our fingertips. Gone are the days that you take what politicians say in parliament or on a platform as gospel truth. Gone are the days. Gone are the days.
Hey, Heavy, good afternoon, PDP. We're going on in TC, man, seeing TC. Anyway, watch now, I know that's a stupid, but wow, boy. Them PNM and them on a different level of stupidity, boy. I don't even know the word to call. What word to use to them there, boy? Just now, there. I don't understand that, you know. Them that stupid, boy. I tell you, when they're talking, you must put your body donkey defecating, and it are the PNM supporters below, and they opening their mouth. Yeah, because I hope them train and as stupid as them, boy. Wow.
Heavy, imagine the union and all the guys who did speak just now, they was in the belly of the beast. They bring facts to the people of the country, and it still have these PNM callers calling in to refute everything where these people and them now give you, the facts that they now give you. Wait is Keith Rowley and the PNM, what kind of voodoo they put on the people on these PNM supporters? Wow.
Heavy, good evening. Have you heard them? By them two comrades who you bring from OW to you. You heard them. It hot in them and all, Heavy. The truth. These wicked, evil, sycophant PNM. But Heavy, something wrong with it. According to you, that PNM is that different kind of evil, boy. Them different. But you heard them, Heavy. It ain't hurt them like it hot them. Heavy, I'm proud of you. And I want you to go home, drink some, make some ginger tea and put some turmeric, take a nice sleep, and we cover up for them again tomorrow. Heavy, oh God, but you heard them, Heavy. You heard them, oh God.
And I was coming here today, right, thinking that, anyway, I wouldn't say, anyway, but I will deal with that tomorrow.
Good night, Heavy. Good night to you wherever you are. Good night, Trinidad and Tobago, and good night to everybody who's on the chat. Heavy, listen now. Colin Inbert, that Colin Inbert who's the Minister of Finance, he told this nation that petrotrin, right, that petrotrin was always making a profit. That's what the man said. And to top it off, here we're going on now. Them spend I think in 3 different places, over $64 million to get advice if it's a closed down Petrotrin. And the people and them told them, no, do not close down Petrotrin. You understand? But do whatever you have to, but don't close it down. That is the report that is in the public domain. So how is it? How is it that I understand that old talk? I know coming on, and I know you ain't talking about this Petrotrin issue, and some people are talking at such a nonsense on the radio with you and get upset just now. But anyway, here what's going on now. We had to get back with refinery one way or the other and ensure that we get a refinery up and running and get rid of this evil, wicked PNM. Anyway, go on. God bless.
Wherever in the world you ever hear people say that an oil refinery is a burden to them economy and it ain't making no money. And we in an oil-rich world we living in, where people we have a lot of oil products on the market, oil produced products on the market. Where in the world your oil refinery that you have for so long that making money, where other country over here that the oil refinery not working for them? Come on, this until this Rowley buddy, me myself wanna wish you nothing, bro.
Every good day, the only way for this country to move forward, and I keep on saying it, PNM needs to exit office. PNM government is the problem in Trinidad. They're like a curse on Trinidad and Tobago. They need to be removed from office.
You have some color.
The only hard, only don't hear. Only don't hear, only dotish. Only hard, only don't hear. Only don't hear, only dotish.
You calling all the time over and over and over to hear yourself on radio. That way you call, you ringing on the phone over and over and over. Miss call after miss call just to call and say that. Wow. And you can call him back again. I'm not playing your man.
Yeah, we still don't understand this thing, you know. Petrotrin was really a drain on the economy. It was draining all the money into Rowley and them and the 1%'ers pocket. That's why it was draining.
Anyway, I have a video to play. I'm going to play a video before I go because I really forget to play this video. And I might have had 2 videos to play, but I will deal with that tomorrow. I'm going to take this call by the time. Good afternoon, caller.
Yeah. Good evening, Mr. Heavy.
Good evening.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Right. I listen to some of your callers, especially the sycophants, as they call them. These people are real comic relief, you know. But let me start. I start with some quotes. When our country don't learn from its past, it is doomed for the future.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, with all those callers and them who trying to defend the indefensible, right? You have a word they call carkistocracy. You heard the whole word before, right?
Yeah.
Carkistocracy means government by the least qualified citizen. I'm going to repeat what I just said there.
Yep.
Government by the least qualified citizens. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, I listen to some of the union on the show there.
Yeah.
What I didn't hear them say, that the closure of Petrotrin caused a ripple effect on citizens.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say a ripple effect. When the tax bird, I wouldn't call him but tax bird because he only taxing everything. When he raised gas once, twice, 3 times, and they're right yet. And he raised it about 5, 6, 7 times, right? It caused, I think they call inflation. Inflation means the cost of living rises.
Yep.
Right? So when people can't buy food in the supermarket, food prices are extremely high. It's gone out everybody budget, right? It's just too high, right? Plus, they didn't put back the subsidy. And they didn't mention why people don't get subsidy, because whatever in the ground belongs to the citizens of the country. Right?
Yep.
So they didn't put it back. Oil prices dropped, and they still didn't put it back, and they have no intention of. So the problem really in this country is the rule and the people who manage our affairs. Right?
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
So I'll try. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Let me just take this last call and then I will say what I say. Caller.
Yeah, good night.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, and to the caller who trying to learn up a pressure, even bother with you, because I want to tell you something. With supporters like that, you can afford to, as a political party, if you have supporters like those, you have to keep them to the bottom of the economic ladder. It's callers like them and supporters like them keep the black communities the way how they are.
Correct.
You can't talk out the truth concerning
Correct.
politicians. You see, politician becomes their god. They have politicians as kings. They are a public servant. You can't go down defending a public servant. So we are the kings and king of the earth and queen of the earth. We, the people, the citizens. No politician, brother, not to do that. If we don't ever allow that pressure to go up on that, that is why we're going to move them. He's doing a very good job. Do you think Dr. Rowley do a joke job and destroy Dr. Rowley, destroy the PNM, you know? He destroyed the PNM flat, you know. He means when he done, it ain't had no PNM, because there's no how I see in this country giving the PNM the corridor of power again with Inbert and Stuart, where you just imagine Stuart. No other prime minister can do them thing in this country. No other politician can do them thing. Man, you know what you was saying. Don't ever. We just counting long time. It's months to go now. The time running fast, the days passing fast, the night coming quick, the weekend coming quick, the months coming quick, everything coming quick, and that election date will come in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
Afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man. I just want to say something. I was having a conversation today with my good brother, Opinion Box, and he was having a long conversation this morning. And he make reference to something to me, and I laugh. I laugh at the time, right? But it's really serious. And he said, I said I will share it with you guys. He said, if elections, he said there's a reason why they make voting as easy and as simple that a 5-year-old could do it. Right? There's a reason why they make voting easy and simple. The dumbest person could go and vote. All they have to do is take up something and press it by a symbol. Right? And you don't even have to write your name. If you can't read and write, you can just put a thumbprint. You can just put a thumbprint. Right? He said that is the easiest process. First, it's easy. For the people and them who not educated, who don't know nothing about nothing else, who don't even know where north is from south, they could give you a $300, put you on a car, they send in a car to pick you up, drop you by the place. All you have to go is put your thumbprint and put the X by a symbol, right? And after that, you're good to go. Yeah. That's all you got to do. If voting was as difficult as going to get your ID card, going to get to get your driver's license, you had to fill out a form, or even to go and get your passport, or go and open a business. If voting was as difficult as that, PNM would have never win an election in this country. Because a lot of people wouldn't go and vote. If you had was to fill out a 3-page document to vote, PNM would have never won an election in this country. and right-thinking people would have been the ones who could have decided who run this country for the next 5 years. But there's a reason why they make it so easy. There's a reason why they send a vehicle to pick you up and carry you back. There's a reason why it have 4 and 5 people inside of it to tell you, well, here what you can do. All you can do is just walk up there. They don't even matter fold the ballot for you. They fold it for you and put it in the box for you. They're showing you how to fold it. It's so simple. There's a reason why they did it like that. Because they want the people who don't know nothing, who don't care about nothing, who don't even have an idea or a clue, who just listen to what you say, who vote based on emotions and race and anything. Where if you get doubles, they get a roti and a red soda, they will go and vote for that. You get them a little $300, wrap up and push that in the pocket, they will come out of the place and go and vote for that. They know when tomorrow they can go and drink a rum and smoke a cigarette. And they make it simple. And when he said that to me, I said, wow, you know, you're really talking the truth. He said, yeah, Evie. If it was as difficult as you going to how it is had to go to get everything else in this country, anything else in this country you had to get, it's difficult. Bank account, anything you had to go and get. But the city of what? That is the most simplest thing. Put a thumbprint and an X by a symbol. Caller.
Good evening, Brother Heavy, and all the listeners.
Yes.
Brother Heavy, you see that, sorry to interject on your discourse here, but I just want to verify the information, right? And maybe you could do a program on it when you have time. Because in the early days, in Eric Williams' time, was who had land, who had money, who was doctor, and that was big in society, right? They could have said who and how to vote, and they come like dedicate. You the village say there's the people and the vote for you, and that is from where when, and I'll call our name for you to research. That's how Baris, Sagan Maharaj and them become what it was in the history gone by. So to justify what we're saying, they make it easy for the average Joe just to walk in and walk out, and they can put what in the pocket. Have a nice evening today.
All right, thank you very much. I think I have a minute again to go. Let's see if I can take. I don't want to hear you. You only calling to talk your stupidness. You call them already. Don't call here. Anyway, until tomorrow, we'll be back here same time, same place. Right? I hope TC is back tomorrow. Right? So tomorrow's Friday. I just want to let you guys know, right? It's all about a big boat ride called for Spite. It's happening next week, the night before the holiday. I'll make sure I get it correct. Right? And I have some tickets to give away for that. And I will give it away tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow for the boat ride called for Spite. Yes, on the 30th of October. It's happening next week. Right? And I'm going to give away 2 tickets tomorrow for this boat ride. Just remember, myself and TC is going to be on that boat ride, and you can come and meet us in person. Right? We're going to be on that boat ride tomorrow. So you need to get your tickets. We're going to be on that boat ride next week. Sorry, tomorrow. Right? You can get your tickets. It's old school meets new school. Right? And look out for the massive Dr. Hyde. Myself, we have a guest artist passing through. Right? It's going to be lots of fun. It's a cooler cruise. There's lots of giveaways. You know it go. Right? And you can come down to this boat ride called for Spike tomorrow. I'm going to give away the 2 tickets, right, on my show tomorrow. I didn't have time to do it today, but I will do that tomorrow. So until tomorrow, we'll be back here, same time, same place, right here on the Street 919 FM. Enjoy your night and be safe, Trinidad and Tobago.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go.